Hello, is this thing on? Hello? Hello, testing, 1, 2. Testing everything. Testing. 1, 1, 2. I don't know why I started doing this. Hi, how's it going, everybody? How long has it been? Like 4 days? I can count, right? 96 hours? Something like that? Been 96 hours since we last interfaced with one another in real time across the digital hellscape that is Twitch and other Amazon related properties. We're back. I had to miss Monday.
Why?
I was greatly displeased and remain displeased all the way up until just a few moments ago, and even a little bit now as we're currently speaking, with me missing Monday. There was a update of the game, which normally is not a cause for concern. At this time, or at the time, that's like an hour to an hour and a half, just prior to the stream starting. I was like, you know what? It's gonna make me update the game anyway. I might as well. What's the worst that I could do? And the game client updater, installer, launcher asked me to hold literally all of its beers as it systematically removed all trace of every adjustment that I had made to date to the game. Every add-on that I had scrounged and made feature fit to exactly where on the screen I wanted it and the proportions that I wanted it, granting me the information that I wanted it. All plugins, including all very specific customizations and tweaks and bits and bobs that I added to them, all gone. Which was great for me philosophically. I built a lot of character in an extremely short window. I just needed to remind myself that it's just a video game. The settings are replaceable. It wasn't that long ago that I made said adjustments, and I will get there again. And then I opened my mouth and a completely unidentifiable sound came out that blew out all the glass in my house, shattered all windows, and alerted everything capable of sensory input within about 5 miles. And then I set to work systematically replacing all of the settings, add-ons, adjustments, customizations over the span of about 4 or 5 hours, plus 1 or 2 that I then dedicated, as one does, to collecting sound bites. Which evidently it's occurring to me is sort of like pruning a bonsai tree. And it worked. I mean, listen to this.
Just because thou art wielding 2 katanas does not mean that thy body is not 70% mac and cheese.
That's Ronnie. That's the real voice actor from the critically acclaimed Game of the Year, Elden Ring. That's not actually her. I believe it's a voice actor. I don't believe it's AI generated. But I did grab some other ones that are pretty good.
You are maidenless.
That one's a favorite. Everything old is new again.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
Forefathers, one and all, bear witness!
I lucked out and I found a channel on YouTube that carved out just the voice lines without any kind of music or anything. So it was perfect for soundbite curation from weirdos that love it as much as I do, or as I'm quickly becoming.
Nihil! 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 Now we can devour the gods together. Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
I needed some more tweaks made to my soundboard for Dark Souls, my specifically dedicated Dark Souls soundboard. Okay, so what we're doing right now, everything is fine. As far as I can tell, because I reverse engineered my screenshots from my own streams, nothing should seem different to you, which was the goal for both you and for me. If anything, the placement of some things are very slightly tweaked for the better, which I'm glad. It also inadvertently made sure that I updated some of the add-ons that were getting a little bit long in the tooth that needed updating because they had their own improvements that I was just kind of like fumbling around because I didn't really need it in order to perform, you know, my sworn duties in game. Oh. Okay. Add on, and I can drop if you'd like to invite. He's a summoner, I'm a paladin. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to get a mission done that is the proverbial, not literal, last of a chain of missions in order to get to a place dubbed Sky. And what Sky allows us to do is, instead of systematically depleting whole populations of indigenous wildlife on the Earth, it allows us in the Bastoken way to employ castle doctrine in the sky instead, hence the name. It's just floating islands. If Slicky Boy is in your party, I'm gonna have break. I'm gonna disband. Slicky Boy should invite you. Call 21. Okay. And we're gonna disband. That's very lucky timing on my part. Please invite me. Tell Slicky Boy, please invite me. So for this mission, we need to go into a ant people ridden underground complex and beat the ever-loving Christ out of a living pot to then collect its bits and shove it into a magical gate that we then use to go up. Huzzah. I know, Xantos, it's been too long. It started to feel weird. And it started to feel weird in the sense, my wife is gonna laugh, and I'm sure that she laughs at a lot of what I say. One, because it's about half and half it's dumb. The other half is because I like to coat myself in believing that I'm legitimately funny. It's like being away from the gym. that's the same feeling that I get that I'm starting to develop when I'm not streaming. For like unanticipated. Like, you know, you have your routine, you do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday to give your muscles in between time to adjust to the things done to it on said days. I don't know what's being discussed in party chat. I'm just gonna type LOL, the ultimate palate cleanser. So, you know, when you miss the gym, in this case, the digital gym, you start to feel weird. You're just like, you're adapted. We haven't missed too many days since we started. So just like developing a new habit, you know, it do hit different. It do hit different.
What you say?
You said none was coming. It drugged my buddy Horace along. Sorry, Horace. I roll. These people are talking in a language that I'm not parsing. You said none was coming. I drugged me buddy Horace along. Sideways glancy face. Sorry, Horace, I roll you joint. But joint was spelled JHOINT. You got your stab emote at least? I did. Twitch almost stole it from me. Because like the day after, one of my points that I gained through, you know, the mercy and generosity of the populace expired. Because, you know, it's just expired because it can. Because they need, just like Nintendo needs you to continually buy video games in order to, you know, feed the beast that is the gold point system or gold coin system, you know, so that you can save like a whole 30 cents on your next game, and that those points expiring after a year. I guess it's just what they do. It's just what the corporations do. They love it. They live for it. But I did get it. They, as far as I understand it, they cannot take it away from me now. That does open up another animated emote slot. So I have commissioned out the construction of 2 emotes because I lack the sufficient skills to create them on my own. I'm gonna surprise you with them. They should be ready in a couple days. If they are anything close to the drafts, they should be very cool. He said he wasn't gonna do it. Dragged. Lol. I can't spell. But yeah. So we're here. We're queer. Get used to it. And we're. I was gonna say that we're ready to rumble, but it looks like we're waiting on one more individual to join the collective, so that then we can go into the place and do the thing for lore reasons. And then after that, there should be enough time to do leveling of some description. I don't know if we're going to be able to party in Sky. If we do party in Sky, it's going to be my first time ever, period. The only time I've ever gone up there was to lead a one-time, and I'm proud of this, successful divine might jaunt. and that was it. People were surprised when I told them that. I don't blame them for being surprised. They were like, you're coordinating this 18-person, you know, assault into hell, and you've never been here before? I'm like, yeah, which way do I go? I basically needed one of those signs like on me. I have 2 examples, 2 metaphors that I can give. Either I need to like be one of those people that just tells people that they're new to the airport and they don't know where to go or what they're doing, so that people will have mercy on you and direct you to a gate when you're like in an unfamiliar airport, even though you've flown before. Like you know how the process generally goes. You just don't know intuitively where you are. Or you can learn just enough of the foreign language of whatever country that you're visiting to say something equivalent to, "Hi, I'm a stupid American. I don't know what I'm doing or where I am. Please help me." Which, you know, people do find endearing. If any of you kids need EGLS Endgame Link Shell, we start 800 EST, do 8-minute Kieran's and doing Justice of Love tomorrow. Dynasty everything 800 EST. Okay. I am as of yet not interested. I have not participated in an endgame link shell, and I know virtually nothing about like the proper endgame. We're going to be changing that on this server. I never had any experience with it prior, because by the time that I got to endgame, quote unquote, outside of like some bits and pieces of like content that I happened to just incidentally find myself in, I didn't really seek it out. I just did Treasures of Ottergon stuff, the expansion that's going to be releasing sometime soon. But what's the matter, Bubbles? You could just eat it. What? What's the matter with you? What? You want kisses? What's wrong? You want kisses on your buns? You want big old kisses on your buns? What's the matter, Bubbles? Come here. Come here. Let me touch your face. Come here. I don't know why you and my wife ignore me when I say that. Come here. Let me touch your face. Oh, you actually came to me. Hog. Oh, man. Yeah, you like them booty scritches? Yeah. Yeah, she liked them. You like them. She liked them scritches. They're premium scritches. All right, so big surprise. What's all this talk about? Dark Paladin arcs beginning and such, huh? What's up with that? Well, let me tell you. Right now, we're wearing the... It's not really bog standard, because artifact armor is kind of a pain to get. We're wearing the carte blanche artifact armor for paladins. We got the head thing, the band, the headband, or whatever. And this is fine, right? This looks okay. I prefer a closed face helmet, but you know, some people do prefer this look. But what if today we evolve, baby? We're gonna evolve. I've already kind of evolved. I'm just doing this for the bit. Are you ready? Are you ready? Should I just amaranth it? Okay, I'm gonna put it on. Okay, I'm gonna put it on. I'm really gonna put it on. I'm really gonna put it on. Okay, what's that in chat? What's that in chat? What do they say? It's yeah. Don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, 5 subs and I do it. 5 subs and I do it. Just kidding. But if you want to give me 5 subs, oh, you give me 5 subs. Oh my god. You know, just be like that. Look at this.
Dorime, interimo ad appare dorime, ameno.
Look at this, dude. Look at it. It's so good.
I am the power of God and anime on my side.
Why is it spicy?
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy?
Look at it go! We already dropped 1,000 frames. I really love being back on my home internet. Let's go! Now, normally I reset my router about 5 minutes beforehand, but I had completely slipped my mind because I'm still getting, you know, back into the habit. But look at this! It looks so good, and it's like the only other piece of like actual closed face helmet. Other than like the Iron Musketeer's armor, like I'm gonna be wearing this thing over everything. Now that, oh, what are we going with 5? I didn't even realize you guys already out there. Oh, I did not know that. Apparently we're just going and I'm the one that's holding them up. You will be the only one wearing this probably, undeniably, which given how, in my opinion, cool it looks and how no one else is, you know, purely justifiably not willing to spend over 140k to just for the sake of drip. But here's the thing, is that by me style locking this on, because I feel more powerful and cooler, it is like, it's giving me a passive like dopamine trait, you know? And when you're riding, you know, the serotonin train to Endorphinburg, population I don't have a follow-up. I just need you to fill the blank, please. Thank you. Line. I didn't realize that he was there. Or that all of them were already there. I thought that we were grouping up as like 6. But Slicky Boy, who had just recently apprised another that he was going to roll a joint for them, says that he can solo it. So I believe in his abilities based off of no justification at all. Except that he is probably as dank as his combat capabilities. I also think that nobody's gonna have this shield either. Tower shield, 65. Defense 18. No other attributes. About 20k. It's harder than perhaps you might imagine to find a shield that somewhat looks as though it belongs with a dark blue themed set with brown trimmings. It is the only brown shield that I could find and everything else had some level of like conflicting aesthetic to it. So I figured that if I was just gonna go all in, it was gonna either have to be like black or brown, but because the armor has like dark brown aesthetics, accents, so to speak, listen to me talking as though I know what I'm talking about. It kind of fits. It kind of stands out a little bit more than I'd like because it has the little I feng shui elements side. Entrance is in Western Altepa Desert Bright. Same entrance you used for ZM6, which is C11. C11, all the way on the left side of the map. Cash Money Girl is on a chocobo. I do have powdered boots, but I ascribe to Fallout and Skyrim principles in that I have it, and yet I will never use it because I don't know when I'm going to need it, which is never. Apparently. It's why I made myself stop playing Fallout 76, because I was not willing to pony up for Fallout first for like what would be like a reasonable inventory space / stash space size. But you know how it goes. You know how it is. Am I a little loud? Am I loud to you? Is this loud? Do you like it loud? Too soft? Too girthy? Am I am I girthy? Oh boy. It's perfect the way it is. That's what I hope so. I'm just like ever since like the launcher wiped 99.99% of you know, it really like life comes at you fast to me. We might actually use our boots here. We're not actually any threat because I think that most things around here are like 50, 54, and we're 67, which is like a huge power level difference. If anything, like 6 of them at once have to gang up on me, and that could very well happen. My primary concern is making sure that I do not get slept, because some of the ant people that do be circulating these parts like their sleep application.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Boy Slim Thick, Skinny Legend got me quaking.
So, you know, I'll just have to watch out for that. You know, they can also, I've heard, take on the appearance of someone that you love, and then at the last possible moment, their real face is replaced by an ant person face, and then they devour you like a praying mantis that just got finished, you know, doing the business. But don't think about that. that the chances of that happening IRL, LOL, is very small. Just just don't think about it. Oh, thank you. Cash Money Girl says nice train. Thank you. And auto translate. That's not actually the lore of the ant people. The only lore of the ant people that I'm aware of in this game is that they pushed out the Galka who used to live in Altepa Desert, and the Galka refugees found themselves in Bastok, and then were forever after pulling themselves up by the bootstraps. Oh, for sure. Do you think you can make it? I have powder boots just in case. What's the worst that could happen? We do be running. We did. If anything, these heavy armor plates behave like Goku wearing the training weights while he's in that time bubble or whatever, you know, when he's like preparing to do this stuff to the guy, you know, whatever the flavor of the week bad guy was, like some kind of pink marshmallow man. These guys could be bad. Water 3, I sleep. Quake, I also sleep. Okay, we got a little bit of damage there. How about we do this? Huh? Let's do some power boots. I'm not gonna die here. There's no way he gets up. He got off the banish too, dude. Does he have like fast? I almost said fast cash. Fast cast, level 69 or something. Watch out for the manticores. More like mantabores, am I right? Oh man, it's good to be back. Look at your face. Burn, okay. Burn is actually good for me, he says, with the copium just like pouring out of every orifice. Okay, they're casting a lot of moderate to moderately high. Don't actually let me die, please. This is fine. He cast Holy on me. We're down into the red, mid-red, lower mid-red, 50% into red. They're not gonna do enough damage to me. I'm a paladin. Look at that, dude. Not even close.
Whoa! Nani? You what?
Amogus.
It's over 9,000!
Not even close. Oh man, I wasn't scared of nothing. Did I moderately shit my pants? Sure. Well, like, everybody does. Everybody poops. I did not mean to cash that on Cash Money Girl. I think it's because of cash. I keep saying cash. There we go, dude. Sheldon is here for some reason. I believe that Sheldon was part of our party. He is not. Oh, sick. We got 5,000 drop frames. I love it for me that I'm going to be thinking about how to deal with that later on. I just need to start replacing shit. And I'm sorry. Now that I'm back, I'm gonna have to start talking about it. I lived through a magical time where I actually need sneak. I need sneak for me. All the you just oh, you already did. Oh, you cast it. Sorry. On my way. All right. Imagine no powder boots. I actually would have been in trouble. I probably would have died. But it would have been to my own hubris, which is deserved. I was like, I'm 10 plus levels. What's like the worst that could happen? Whereas it briefly left my brain the facts, the hashtag facts that a level 50 to me is like me trying to deal with, I don't even know what kind of metaphor I'm gonna try to make here. It's like the monster is just so substantially more powerful than a normal level 50 person is. And I was like, nah, dude, they're 1-to-1. So these used to be like a Galka Starbucks, I guess. That's what I'm imagining. Okay, yeah, Joan. Gotta wait for Cash Money Girl. I believe we are all here. Nope. Okay, yep. So these are weight pressure plates. I'm taking it on faith that these guys know where we're going. which has not served me well in the past. But we're just gonna do it. We're just going to take it on faith that we are being held by both hands, by the grace of Altana. I don't think that the words have ever been spoken by a Square Enix representative, so I do not know what the correct pronunciation is. We do have 6,666 drop frames. Very intriguing. I'm just gonna have to go through. I'm sorry. I cannot wait. Or can I? I have to go through. My shit is starting to wear. Okay, good. They were able to get through. I'm just gonna have sneak on me. I don't think I need invisible for this. The lizard people just don't care. So I never get to spend any time in this room. But this shows that there was combat between the Galka on the left and the Ant people on the right. And then Tears of the Kingdom happened in the lore. or some shit. I don't know, man. I ain't like a bookman. Buff up. Okay. Don't mind if I do. I need to switch over to my Paladin macro set that I painstakingly recreated. So I didn't lose everything. I did have an update, or a backup is what I meant to say. I did have a backup of settings that were originally from my time on Eden, the other private server that this one cannibalized. And that most importantly, the one thing that I was the most concerned about was not like all the settings and stuff like that, because I could just reference streams in order to figure out or to remember where everything went. So that part was fine. The most important thing to me that I was going to... They're using poison potions. I don't know why. Okay, they're just going. No explanation about about what's happening or why. We do just be going. Most importantly, I was able to recover my my Blue Mage spellbook, which consists of every single Blue Mage spell in the game from the Treasures of Ottergon era, with customized equip set references and / echo reminders of any kind of pertinent knowledge I'd need. Like if it's supposed to cause sleep, or like if it was a certain element or anything. So the idea of losing what was essentially like the Great Library of Alexandria for, you know, spellbook macros was the thing that concerned me the most. Ancient pots, or pot monsters, as you can imagine, fucking hate hammers. They just hate them so much. I cannot attack that target. Why? This is Moonlight, is it not? Is it /me? It is /me. The rules for Moonlight going off are just so strange. Okay, did we do it? Do I click on something? Hello? I do remember. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. CS Cash. Let me double check to make sure I'm not missing anything. Kill the ancient vessel and inspect the question marks again to dig out the scrap of papyrus. Return it to Mario and Rebel, and they'll give you the cerulean crystal. Okay, that was fucking easy. I was expecting to devote at least an hour to like party creation and then setting out and then making sure that everybody knew what to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But that was a cakewalk. I do not believe that he would have actually been able to solo that. His very fancy armor and equipment aside. So I'm glad that we were here. Because that might have been a little bit spicy. But yeah, dude, and not only was it every single blue mage spell that has individualized equip sets that give specific attributes most likely to boost the spell. I have the spell book arranged according to monster family because RP touches fingers to own temple and starts tapping because monster family correlation is a thing. What's monster family correlation, Stoic? Monster family correlation is a 10% give or take increase or deficit in damage dealt if the spell from the monster family that you're using is, like, according to lore, effective against another monster family type based off of a constructed ecosystem that's going on in the background. That's what that is. And that also does play into, you know, is it physical versus magical? Because some monsters are more resistant to magic versus physical damage. And elements too, you can't forget that. Every monster has like its soul as a crystal or some shit, and so, you know, it's affected. We're gonna slash white mage for this last part. Oh, gross! Get this shit off my screen, dude.
Holy Jesus.
What is this?
What is that?
And then we're gonna put on our meme greatsword. It's not really a meme, it's actually very effective, but look at this, dude. The color coordination, the handles it's kind of like the same. Is it the same color? No, it's not. It's like slightly more light. I'm talking about the handle, not the blade. The blade is very blue. But look at it, dude. It's so good. I'm so happy with it. I'm not gonna lie. I get little, you know, little drips and drabs of like dopamine, like secondhand dopamine from like people examining me and being like, oh my god, and where's your armor? Did you go to like the cool guy armor store and like pick up like the coolest set of armor on offer? And I'm like, nah, I had it custom made, you know. And they take just like a big old bite of like avocado toast because I'm like, you know, like I can't afford anything else, but man, look at my armor though. No, I'm pretty okay.
What are you doing, step bro?
All right, thank you, Cash Money Girl. You will forever remain in my heart, prized and appreciated until the end of time, or the server gets cease and desisted. We gotta go to Rabal, which is like an oasis town that is tucked way deep in the booty hole of Western Altepa Desert. Actually, no. I've had it hard. I'm gonna ask for a telly. I'm gonna call for a taxi. Shall teleport? No. Teleport. You could please. Can I type? Teleport. Altep. Can I have it? Money. You can have this. And I should get invited in about 1 second. If not, then do you know who I am and who my father is? Waiting. There we go, dude. Look at that, dude.
Just because thou art wielding 2 katanas does not mean that thy body is not 70% mac and cheese.
Oh man, I got myself in trouble, dude. It was like 12 o'clock last night, and I was like, I just was jonesing super hard for like just crispy voice lines. And I did find voice lines, but they were not crispy. They were the bad kind of crispy, like deep fried, like 28 kbps versions of like the original like the recordings from like the actors from Elden Ring, just like captured through a phone and then uploaded and filtered like 8,000 times through like the worst software. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah, send it. Here we go, dude.
Forefathers, one and all, bear witness!
I did save the collections of voice lines both as a favorite bookmark and in practice as like a 720p file. So I'm going to, and I put them in a folder called, like on my computer, called meme mines. So basically, like my headcanon is, thank you. My headcanon is that I'm going to go into the mines when I need to collect more memeability, more meme ore, and then refine it. Fold it 1,000 times into like a Glorian Nippon soundbite. We don't need to. Actually, fastest way to get to Rebel. So we're gonna take the Choco. We're gonna give the piece of that which was once living to a cat girl person. She's going to say something to the extent of, wow, you found the thing, good job, you should probably go to the ancient civilization place and like insert it or whatever, winky face. Ugu. And then I'll be all like, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, little girl. I'm gonna do it up. And then that's the cutscene. Do you not already have a meme folder? I do. I have a meme folder. I have a master meme folder, which is just called Maymay, like May, of course. There's no other legitimate, self-respecting way to spell it, right? And then it's broken down into what it is. So is it raw material for processing, or is it functionally complete and ready to be unleashed upon the world? Everything that I gathered is still getting mined for, you know, nutrient-rich, like the litty sound bites, as the cool kids say in their street vernacular. Otherwise, it gets sorted into a Harry Potter-esque sorting hat of emotion descriptor folders. Like apparently Dark Souls is its own brand of emotion. So Dark Souls deserves its own folder. So that's just why it has one. Am I going the right way? I didn't even check. Yes. I'm glad I kind of trusted my autopilot there. Otherwise, it is broken down into things like disappointment, confusion, funny. So if it doesn't really fit anything but makes me giggle a little bit and clap my hands. Audience, affirmative, achieved, surprised, aggro. All of which are, you know, everything involved is like my children. Every soundbite, I raise them myself, and I will show them and provide them the world because they deserve it. Hi, Heartsocket, how you doing? Are you? Pardon me if I say this wrong. Are you quick learning hard or hardly quick learning? I think that's your motif, right? Hard? Good. That's what I'm talking about. Wow.
Now we can devour gods together.
I forgot how grimy that voice bite is. I still love it. But but if you don't play Dark Souls, it's probably the most jarring thing to suddenly be, you know, having to deal with. Wow, this is incredible. Now listen carefully and I'll tell you what I know about the ruins, just like I promised. What I'm about to tell you happened long before I came to Kuzats. I went alone to explore Litalor, a place that's been known as a holy land since ancient times. I was traveling through a dense fog, Nya, and though it embarrasses me to recall, completely lost my way. After wandering for a time, Nya, I somehow found myself at the ruins. What I saw there, you already know. Those huge statues facing one another in that great hall and beyond. The immovable wall that bars the way into the hearts of the ruins. I searched every inch of that place, and then I found it. A mysterious crystal glowing with a clear blue light. And then somebody stopped me and said, "Are you gonna pay for that?" And then I fucking ran. I booked it out of there. And then they said, "You have to come back and pay for that. This is an Arby's. This is a self-respecting establishment." Oh, are you doing sky missions? Yeah, I just finished ZM 13. And if luck should have it, I'm going to flag up afterward and allow myself to be recruited into a sky party and have to tell them that it is my first sky party, period. The only other time that I've ever been in sky was to complete Divine Might, and then that was it. A period T, as they say in urban colloquialisms. All right, you can let me go back, right? Very good. My EGLS is recruiting paladins. Chop chop.
It's coming at me so fast.
A hunter must hunt. Yes, indeed.
I partied with... I feel like I have to alert a couple of people that I partied with recently because I think that they were hinting, like, chopping at the bit, more or less, to get me into Sky, to party with them, which I took as a compliment because I believed, although I did not independently verify, that they were a semi-static, or that at least 3 or 4 of them were in a group together. And I'm pretty sure I'm the first paladin that they experienced that was able to hold hate about 70 to 80% of the time when dealing with like 3 warriors that were pretty decked out with great axes. A close friend and blood relation also extraordinarily kindly provided me a couple of Hades earrings +1s, which is worth more collectively than perhaps I have ever earned to date, period, between the 2 of them. But with all the adamant gear and the other, you know, werewolf belt and stuff like that, the only thing I'm really missing is like the resentment cape, which I'm gonna want for like future blue mage tanking. Well, Mal. I'm pretty set. I don't really need anything else. I was expecting this whole process to take at least 30-45 minutes, so I guess I could just, you know, check my shit, see if there's anything I need to put away. I need to put away the kindred seals, and then I'm actually gonna check to see if those people are on Parasite. Eve. Got Sky. Woo. This is a hi to him. I do not remember what the other guy's name is. Kurgurgler? All caps, hell yes. And then about 1,000 exclamation points. That is also what I'm feeling. All right, let's switch over to Warrior. It keeps putting me in the undrip uniform. Get back into uniform. And then I guess put the rotten meat in my Mog safe. And I think we're kind of set, man. I mean, we can... I've never had Sky access before, so like, I guess I just flag up and then see what happens. I do want to make sure, I'm sure that there's like determined spots in Sky to do things. I don't know how to get there. It's occurring to me. I go through Row Mave, right? Like Sanctuary of Zeta, Row Mave, and then I get yeeted upwards. I'm already signated. I should be good to go now. So let's get that part, because we don't officially have Sky yet, technically. So let's just go do that. All right, good idea, team. Let's go.
Thank you. Help me. Hello. Very good.
Let's just take this one step at a time. Okay. There's one heavy armor boot at a time, and we will make our way up. We will go up. Romave, Hall of the God Sky, and then we, at some point in like COP, my ancient brain is telling me like mission 8 and above, there's some kind of shortcut that gets unlocked, or do you need to beat both ZM and COP in order to get the shortcut? We just got it done in a flash. There was a group that was already prepping to do it, and I just kind of got slotted in their uwu. The uwu is my emphasis, not theirs. Lead to lore. I need to take this to Stellar Mission 13. Head back to Hall of the Gods and touch the sealed gate and watch the cutscenes. Don't mind if I do. You also have to touch the portal to Sky for the last cutscene. I am looking forward. Already going the wrong way. Good start. I am looking forward to getting up to, or getting the moon sphere or some shit, which if I remember right, I need to, how do I get the moon sphere? It's some rare EX item that I need to dip into a well on a full moon question mark, on a clear sky question mark, to get a orb that I then just kind of like put into something. and then that really pisses off like the evil versions of like ourselves, like the manifestations of like greed and hatred and, you know, farts, and like the other like the other manifestations of man or something. I don't know. I'm kind of like a lore guy, but it's been a minute since I've seen these cutscenes. I'm pretty sure that like the avatar of farts is in there somewhere. You know?
You are maidenless.
I'm like these rocks are just like canonically like candy pop rocks that just like are naturally occurring in the forest for some reason. I'm a loreman. I know. ZM wasn't that bad. And when I say that, not that bad, it's reflecting on me that outside of like some caveats, was actually more aptly described as kind of not bad. Zillart Mission 4, I believe, which is the one where you go to Ugulepi and deal with tonberries. That wasn't bad. It took like 2 hours, and one of the Tarus in my entourage was convinced that they completed the same mission a million times, and yet was categorically wrong on every single piece of information that they tried to put into the party chat. They were like, it's this way, and I was like, no, that's not what the wiki says at all. He's like, you have to kill these monsters in order to get like these items to drop that we need. And I'm like, no, one of them is right. Like the other two that you're asking us to like systematically eliminate is just gonna make us take longer. It is not these. And he was like, no, I know for sure. He was wrong. He was wrong, and I almost asked him like what wiki he was looking at, or if he was just kind of like freeballing it, like just assuming as fact. And at one point I did have to tell him, I did have to like assert myself a little bit, which I tried to avoid doing. I tried to avoid putting on, you know, like a dad voice, so to speak, in text, and be like, if you don't come over here, I'm gonna turn this whole car around. But I did have to say to him, I was like, please, just like, there was a specific moment where he was like on the other side of the map. He just, for whatever reason, he was compelled to go to just like an objectively wrong place. And I had to say to him, I was like, are you okay? Are you coming? The only response in the interim that he gave me in that moment was, you have to come to me. And then just silence for like 30 seconds. And then me saying, it's this way, we have to go this way. And then he said, no, we need more paintbrushes. And I was like, no, we don't. We just need one. I have the one. We have to go this way to get the lanterns. He's like, we only need one lantern. And I'm like, it's gonna take a long time if I'm the only one that needs a lantern. And if anyone wants to do it in future, like they're gonna want it. You know, we'll be a little spicy. We'll be a little presumptive and flag up in Sky. I'm assuming that this is just basically like Sky is the Wajuo woodlands from Treasures of Otagon, right? Where people just like kill birds until 75 and beyond. I believe so. Because I see people like in other streams just like flag up and then just kind of like just hang out and sip some buds at their own discretion up there, just like permanently looking for party. Maybe I should add on. I'm gonna add on. When I don't, I get like tells just kind of like out of order, just kind of thrown at me. Like, oh my gosh, like I heard that you have the style locked. Darksteel Curious said you probably look so pog. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm kind of like doing stuff right now. And they're like, oh, can you come hang out so that we can all like take like screenshots and stuff like with you or whatever? And I'm like, I'm already kind of doing that already. I just don't. And then they typically get like, they start foaming, they start frothing at the mouth. I mean, they just start frothing. They're just like, come on, I just need a taste of that Darksteel Curious armor. And I'm like, desperation is not a good look on you. All these are real. All these suggestions, and by suggestions I mean like real events. It's all real. Please believe me. Please clap.
Help me.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
No.
We have to take an orb of something from somewhere and then shove it into this thing, and then we get an orb back, and then we get to fight like the legitimately, from what I understand, one of the hardest pieces of content that you can do, where you fight all 5 archangels at once. I'm really proud of that. That's gonna be like a, for better or worse, a core memory for me for a long time. Is like setting up a game plan and like saying to each individual person, all you have to do is worry about this specific thing. And if all of us are just worrying about their own specific thing, then we're good. We're golden. And I was a tank for that. So I had to, like, my role was just to live. Was to get the shit ever loving beat out of me by 5 functionally hyper-notorious monsters, and then just live. And I did. I got within like double digits of health at a couple of points. At which point, if I had died at any point, like in the first like 2 minutes, we would have lost for sure, categorically. All right, come on, let me in. We've been waiting for you, Stoic. I've got a score to settle. Time to put an end. It's time to put an end to that midget's plan. 2003 writing. You can't say that. I'm not certain what he meant by blessed by the light, but I do know that we need that cerulean crystal. No, it's mine. I fought the Pokemon gym battle. It's mine.
Emotional damage.
Why is it spicy?
Give it to me. Now, what these guys don't know, right, is that as soon as I get up there and then I kill God or whatever the end state of this run of missions is, I'm going to sit on the throne. I'm gonna sit on it, and then I will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. And then with that power, I will, sorry for what's happening on screen. That's just a fun thing that the camera does sometimes. With that power, I will ask for probably an endless supply of beef jerky. And then that would pretty much, I mean, that would pretty much be it. I mean, what more do you really need? I also failed to warn people in chat that ads were coming. So I apologize to all 8,000 viewers. Am I supposed to, how do I turn this thing on? Portal up, portal go. I'm not actually clicking on it. I think I need to click on it. Uppies. All the cutscening is cutscening. I'm going to be drinking Pepsi. Don't mind me. If something happens to my model, just ignore that. Oh, it didn't do anything. Huzzah. It seems as though we cannot continue any further. What's going on? Does this mean our power is not accepted by the crystal? Long have I awaited thine arrival.
Yes, indeed.
That is a very intense stare. She's gonna blink, right? Okay, good. She blinks. Welcome, mortals, to the Temple of Altana. Eons ago, this temple was destroyed. However, its appearance doth not hinder its function. Thou hast come here to try and stop. I'm not even gonna try. To keep him from opening the gate of the gods. I am Yvanoil, a servant of the Dawn Goddess. I watch over the path leading to the gate. All the Zillart, including that guy, are still bound by our cursed past. As I already know, his plan began 10,000 years ago. True crystals that are underneath, along with their JPEG backgrounds, that are definitely intended to be there. We got these Adobe stock images, but they just come like that. They just look like that, okay? The crystals that exist above the earth are now nothing but mere replicas. We divided the elementally and succeeded in containing it to a smaller form. However, during the meltdown, the energy of the smaller crystals was simultaneously released and spread to the far reaches. Over a century, that energy accumulated inside of the human. So there are souls. You're basically saying that the crystals are our souls, and that our souls are a fragment of the original crystals. Got it? We are incomplete. Life on this planet lost its perfection after the first attempt to get into paradise was thwarted. We cannot communicate with others. What? Particularly thine inability to communicate with others with thy race casts a shadow over thy development. So we were Protoss at some point, is what this lady is saying, is that we could psychically communicate. This inability became increasingly evident after the meltdown divided the into 5 races. Okay, so we were the Protoss. The arrogance, the Elven, the envy of the Mithra, the farce of the Tartar, the apathy of the Humes, the rage of the Galka. These are the traits. However, unlike tales thy legends tell, these traits are not some ancient curse. They're just a side effect of the meltdown. Now you understand why Narc wants perfection or something. However, one can see why others would acknowledge the benefits of imperfection. I'm gonna need your hair follicle bell endings to just not jingle so aggressively at me like that. I really appreciate it. What do endgame people do? Something about harvesting, something about organs? It's something about like deep frying organs or something? Yeah, why y'all collecting organs? On the other side of this gate lies the gate of the god Sulia. Beg of thee, release him. And what remains is our consciousness from the crystal's mines. I know that like bind bills are basically like money that you insert into a never-ending quest to get a hyper powerful weapon after like 6 months to a year of attempts. Okay, more lore shit. Along with the behemoth will be respawned in 10 minutes in the correct zone. I give a 1-minute warning. Oh god, we're getting upped. There I go. That was when the trouble began. Yay! I'll be nicer to give time. Let's say Behemoth's Dominion. Oh, gee, does Behemoth start? Dude, Behemoth's Dominion. Look at that! And we got more wardrobe 2 capacity, dude. Let's go.
Incredibilis! The One Piece is real!
Look at this. Isn't this nice? This is pretty neat. NGL, LOL. I don't know why we're wearing this stuff. It's in the wrong spots and everything. And then oh, look at the effects, dude, on the ground. I like that. That's a nice visual flair. I enjoy that. Is there anything else we need to do, or did we just do the thing? You also have to touch the portal of the sky for the last cutscene, which I believe we just did. And then I what? And then I just leave. Okay. And then the asset has not loaded in properly to form the shape of the door. Got it. This is nostalgic for me. It wasn't that long ago since I arrived here naturally. But it's a little bit nostalgic in some weird abstract way, and that it's been like 5 months since I was last here. No, more than that, like 8 months. Great Bane will devour the fair land of Vanadil. Ancient seals will be broken. Blood of innocence will soak the earth. Yada yada yada. You know how this ancient story goes.
Sloppy.
Ooh, the Dome of Solitude. Oh my God, it's Mass Effect.
5 points.
Oh, you guys came up too. I don't know who these Crystal Warriors are, but I'm not gonna let them have their way with my Vanadil. I'll show them what this incomplete human is made of. Something, blood, sweat, and toil. Be careful, stoic. We'll be seeing each other again soon. I don't even know what you guys do. You guys don't do anything. It's always me. I am the guy. Wait, can you do supply runs here? Question mark? Ampersand? Or is it just nothing? Nothing tra-la-la? Can you actually get an outpost here? Why is this flag here? If I can't. I guess you can't get outpost warps here. Because then people wouldn't. Okay, so no, according to Heartsocket. And you could just lie to me, by the way. I'm just informing you of like the crazy amount of like effective control you have over my my next movements. Basically, you could just say like anything, and I would just take it as read. Because I'm just like a little babby. I'm just like a little babby in the sky. Like, I only went here to complete one specific piece of hyper difficult content, and then that was it. The mobs don't drop crystals under beastman control. Really? Is that some kind of like lore thing? Oh, the mobs don't drop. Isn't that the case anyway, though? Right? Isn't it like anywhere where it's like if it's under beastman control, then they just don't drop crystals? It is a very pretty place. They did a very good job upscaling the resolution and everything. By the way, I will take to heart your suggestion to possibly join your endgame link shell, because at least you are the closest thing that I have to a friendly, familiar face that is also like knee deep in this content, I believe, like all the time. Hey Cythius, how you doing? We're in Sky, so people can get off my nuts. No, that's not nice. People had very valid reasons for suggesting that I come out here and like do the thing and like kill birds and stuff, which apparently is just like the natural end state for Final Fantasy 11 players, is systematically killing birds in different like relatively high level areas. I do recognize this part from the soccer's streams where people just kind of like hang out here and just like flag up, right? I have the right warrior job, so I guess we level. That's just what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put in a search comment. I'm going to try to fight off Skyitis as long as I can. I do appreciate and respect the drive to get to 75 as quickly as possible, and I'm feeling it myself. But if I do get a invite from, you know, filthy, dirty, stinky, awful, bad, judgmented, opinion, soured, gross, other adjectives, ground people to party somewhere, then I will. Sky has a good experience points camps and it's easy on the healers. Is it just because it's just birds, right? Or like, do people fight stuff other than birds? Like, they have to, right? Like 63 to 67 is like flamingos. All right, let's put on our serious quote unquote gear. We'll level up club, and then if I'm able to keep hate well enough, which I'm believing that I will, despite the Rancor's masses informing me that I should just give up on trying to keep hate after 60, I'm not gonna fucking give up. If anything, I'm gonna fucking omega quadruple down. I'm going to get myself into a state of being and mind and form and function where I will fucking never lose hate. I'm never gonna lose hate. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can feel the vibrations from my voice culminating in possible thought sounds for you. I'm never gonna lose hate. I'm gonna get myself there. I don't know how. I don't know when. It's just gonna happen. You hear me? I have the power of God and anime on my side. Streamer, what are you talking about? I don't know, man. All right, let's search comment. I don't want to go below 65 because I want to keep capping up on my skills, even though at this point they're probably gonna round themselves out anyway. Well, I mean, I kind of want I don't want to go below 63 because like I want to wear my like merman's earrings like at a minimum, and I want most of my abilities intact. Level saying 63 plus, please. Experienced meat shield. What do I normally put here? Camp equals anything. And then we'll put a smiley face to assure those that happen to be looking at my search comment that I am not a threat to them and that it's very likely that I'm friendly. And then I'm going to lead them into a false sense of security by partying traditionally. And then I'm going to basically assume direct control and say, hey, the greatsword is coming out. I'm going to cap it. And like it's just gonna happen and it goes away as soon as I get it capped. I did spend 100k, if I remember correctly, on a flamberge, and I'm gonna use it. Okay, it's my one meme. I mean, I have many memes, but it's like look at, I could just. Is there no OSHA here? Like the Zoar must have believed in guardrails, right? Or is this just like a Star Trek situation? Well, if that's the case, I could see why they died off. I mean, I know that there was basically like a magical equivalent of like a nuclear explosion that like wiped out their civilization and yada yada yada. I get that, but like if you could build this, surely you could go to like your local, you know, Home Depot and like Winders or some shit, or like Sandoria. Like Sandoria has tons of wood all the time, everywhere, and it doesn't go anywhere. Every single time I go to Sandoria, it's the same. It looks like they have the same wood there, so like it's got to be cheap, right? Like maybe that's why they don't install fences, because like the only carpenters on the planet just like they just don't care about like basic construction tenants. Look at this armor, dude. It looks so good, dude. It looks so good. Hey, you like that? How low can I go? Apparently that low. Can I go lower? No? Dude. Pathetic. Do you like what you see? If you have a subscription, look forward to me sending you a link to my only Bastokens account.
Look at it. Do you like this? Does this do anything for you? It kinda does something for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that cake. It's beautiful. Okay.
Okay, that's enough of that. We're in a serious point in the story, I believe, where we need to like stop the guy from like doing the thing. See, all 63 to 74 inv. Look at all these people. Amazing. Let me check something on Discord real quick. All these people playing Diablo. Don't they know that there's a double-decade-old MMORPG just sitting here, ripe, super ripe, you know? For the I mean, just look at it, man. You can't tell me that this high-octane action ain't Party of 62, Labyrinth of Anzozo. I did say anything. Kind of looking forward to Partying in the Sky, but there'll be another time, right? All right, we'll go. We're not gonna let ourselves develop Skyitis just yet when we haven't experienced it. Please invite me. All 8,000 viewers that were just chomping at the bit for me to Come on down to H6. Okay. I appear to be repping someone. Experience is experience. Almost assuredly, it's not going to be the only time that we're going to be up here. What's one more ground party, right? He says between deep inhalations of copium. What's one more? We'll put our flag down too, so that people don't get the wrong idea. And then we just wait. We just wait for the warp cudgel. I know I basically answered my question before the question even came out. I was like, why is the warp cudgel 30 seconds? So that if you are in a place that is bad, like, you just don't like insta warp yourself out like every single time there's trouble. In typical Final Fantasy XI fashion, you either win or you die. That's the Game of Thrones. I think is the motto that like underpins the game. I've been listening to Game of Thrones in the background recently. I miss how good it once was. Like I'm still I believe on the first season. I don't have a lurk and I don't know what I would make that command do. Like I think that Scythias, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that Ayame has exclamation point lurk on her channel, but like what does it do? Or does it just give you like a flavor message saying like, hey, you're now lurking? Because if it actually does something that like, you know, people want, I will press the appropriate buttons to make it happen. Where is Labyrinth of Unzozo again? Is that Tarangi Canyon? I think. We'll just go to Kulshushu. It's close enough in both directions. Through Baburmu. Okay. Loaded question of the day, Heart Socket. Are you on Discord and or are you opening to me messaging you so that you can provide me details on your EGLS? I assure you, RP locks eyes intently with yours. I assure you, I am not a toxic psychopath. I should prove to be an asset if we do go down that road. Okay. Can I also send you funny cat pictures, or is that too much? I want to define the guardrails of, you know, our acquaintanceship right off so that we avoid any untoward and or embarrassing scenarios. You can send me memes. I sent you a friend request. How do you know? I don't know why I was gonna word it this way. I was like, how do you know who I am? It's probably because it's the guy on the same Horizon 11 Discord that has the same symbol as my channel. Sorry, I kind of missed what you said, but I think you asked about the lurk. Yeah, she set up a command on the spot and put something like "Thank you for lurking. This support is appreciated," or whatever you want your lurk throwback to be. I will probably. That does seem like a good idea. I will probably put something to the effect of /EM drags you back out into the light, screaming coward. I think that's more on brand for me. No, that you got the right one. I think. Yes, you did. I am going to send you one of my funny memes. I want to make sure that this because you can only make a good first impression in each socio-cultural arena once, right? So I need to send you something that is both funny and relatable. I've got so many though. We'll send you the the Minecraft Steve dabbing with pictures of a guy in a Finding Nemo suit slowly rotating with a picture of John F. Kennedy. On a slow zoom in on the at the bottom. Where am I going? Oh, I am going the right way. I do expect on receipt of that message that you respond with a laughing tears emoji. Anything less and I will actually feel nothing, to be honest with you. But I will feign as though I do feel something. It's kind of a pretty area. Nothing comes close to Bibigee Bay waters, though. It do have that 800 by 600 JPEG of crystal waters layered on top. That does kind of hit different. This is a good song for this. Where did he want me to go? H6? Okay. I do have a little less than a swimming pool sized amount of Yugudo drink. Find. Alright, failed. I soiled it.
What? What the fuck?
Is anything a threat to me in here? Oh, is this a Tarama camp in zone? Okay, these are easy prey and such to me. I think it's sneak and invis in here. So we will just, you know, put all forms of protection on. H6. H6. It is a Tarama camp. Okay. I think that's what they're called. The kitties, the coral. Not coral from like Walking Dead, but like the cat entities. That's a pretty good one. I like that response. Oh man, prepare to be para a lot. I do a pre-acceptance meditation whenever I go to party. I pre-accept the possibility, borderline likelihood, that some aspect of the party is going to be a little bit off. If the party enters a flow state where someone doesn't open up with "I'm not a sexist, racist, but," and then completes the sentence, that is a win. I'm not saying that that's happened. I've only met like maybe one or two individuals out of the hundreds to, no, it's about hundreds. I don't think I've met thousands. Hundreds of people that I partied with that have been like that. But because I premeditate that as long as nobody's like outlandishly weird or abrasive, then it's a win. Then it's like every party is like a pleasant surprise. And then it's a bonus if we achieve or rise above about 7,000 experience per hour. I do not expect any certain experience per hour. I just hope that people are just gonna do what their jobs say on the tin and that they press the buttons at times that make sense. You know, and then just let the rest ride. But most parties that I've been, granted, I've formed 95% of the ones that I run. Most of the parties that I've been in have been good. There's only been one party so far that I could describe as bad to the point that I semi-jokingly was like, get me out of here. when the party was over, and then I was just like, I need out. Just send me, just D2 me, please. Post haste. We're on the right one, right? Alright, so we have Black Mage, Red Mage. Sword is gonna give me more mileage here, I believe. And killing right in this situation where there's possibly some backup is more important to me than survivability. If the Red Mage seems to be struggling to keep people afloat along with the Black Mage, then I will swap to the club. But I have no reason to believe that it's going to be anything but fine. Maybe you'll get lucky and OC will pop. He drops the... Calculating. He drops the Assault Jerkin, right? Which is like a minus 3%. Plus 18 attack thing. Body piece. That has like more defense than you would expect. It's a pretty good DPS body. That's what I remember. I could have turned. That was on me. Alright, so far I don't feel the need yet to blow through my MP, which is a good sign. Just toss on some end light. I really need to be watching for that and turn. Like it, and ultimately in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, but you know, I am a gamer and gamers must game. I also have Chivalry, so I'm sitting on... Okay, that's bullshit. I'm sitting on effectively 300 banked MP when I'm sitting at like over 1500, 1800 PP. So I need to remember that. I do desire to be released from my silence hell. Ooh. Look at that. I'm taking care of my basic needs. I think a sword is a good. I think sword is a good like thing for me. I don't really think I'm gonna need to club it up, but we'll see. Look at this armor, dude. Although the drip isn't complete, my shield is wrong. There we go. There we go. Look upon me, mortals, in despair, for doom has come to your world. Is Blaster a gaze attack? I don't remember. I'm wondering if this thief knows that he can hide. It does not appear so. Nope, I was stuck in the animation. If not, that's okay. When I have Chivalry up, I burn through MP like crazy just to like get it out of my system because the ability is not doing anything for me if it's not on cooldown or if it's not being used. Oh my god, we're getting 20,000 experience an hour, how crazy. I knew that there was no reason for me to go to the sky. Friendship with sky ended. Ground is my new best friend. Fog.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
69. I don't know if anybody caught that. Did you see that? I briefly had 69 MP. Please laugh at. You're good. Please laugh at your own discretion.
Fine, I guess you are my little pod champ.
You stupid cats. What are we working with here? Thief, warrior, monk. Pretty DPS heavy. I support it. We are chilling at above literally no. I'm gonna wait until paralysis is taken off of me because I will scream on the inside. Okay. I will scream if paralysis eats my MP. R0. We'll top ourselves up so that we're not overflowing MP. One thing I'm going to have to do soon, and by soon, probably within the next couple of weeks, I just have to make myself do it. And I should have done it when all of my settings and such were erased by the game updating, is actually doing the Horizon 11 beginner videos. Because I do have a couple of people that are like, I literally have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm afraid to ask. Because I don't want people to like shit on me, and I'm like the community is actually extremely nice. That's got to be dodgeable, right? It's gonna do it. Is it gonna do it? Are you gonna trick attack? Let's go! Look at that. And I'm like, people are extremely nice. That was a dick move by the cat. I have echo drops, but. You know, I'm not literally made out of money. I do not want to cure for him. We will psych up to Raisaku. It appears that Ninja is hunting Osi. Osu. Osos. O-Dogs. Give me hate back. Who told you that you could stop? All right, we're gonna hold on to our TP to see if there's some kind of hidden combo. I did update, like, if there was anything good to come out of the game eating all of my macros and add-ons and plugins, it was the fact that it forced me to update my shit. So I now have chains, and instead of the add-on skill chains, that now shows me the skill chains that are possible. Let's switch to the sword macro. I forgot which one I was on. That shows me the sword macros, or not sword macros, like weapon skill properties, including changes made on Horizon, allegedly, which is great, because if you asked me if I knew what comboed either to or from anything axe related, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have no fucking idea. I still cannot fathom why they change. Sadly, no. Damage and act though. People asking me about. Oh, I can't use weapon ability. Apparently, I don't have Swift Blade yet. What is Swift Blade? Like 63? I'm presuming. Like, I have no idea why they changed the elements of like, you didn't have to do that. All it did was confuse people that had like any semblance of remembrance of like skill chaining at all. 48 damage Vorpal Blade.
No.
Very cool. I might actually have to swap to club. If only for like a little bit of sustain. I also don't need to be using Enlight. It's just like a nice thing. Oh. Up. Explains why it was jabbing me in the butt. It was just happy to see me.
Oh my god, stop, bro, I'm stuck. Can you help me?
This being at the wall displeases me. That's for sure. We do have a couple more hate abilities in our repertoire. So if we lose hate, okay, my paralysis has consumed multiple things. I'm very glad to just eat my shield bash there. I love that for me. We'll rampart too, just to get the point across. All right, kill it. Let's go, dude. Oh, we should be able to finish this off with. I mean, it went to 1%. I didn't have to use that, huh? Oh, I thought he did 495 damage to my Vorpal Blade. I was almost proud of myself. That was a good dodge. Oh man, talking basically non-stop after long periods of just being quiet is very confusing for my very real human body. But you know, we gotta flex those muscles again, man. It's been 96 hours since we last used them. We'll scrap or scratch the barrel here. Maybe I do swap the club. I'm not gonna lose out on hate or anything. At least not in any real degree. We'll use a TP move at 1k, then swap the club. But I think that the rotation, if it was just the red mage and I, obviously we would be able to get more mileage out of refresh. But we do not live in a perfect world. All that we consume here is Pogs and Brando. It's got electrolytes. So, you know, we do what we can. I am tickling red health. Ooh, do it. Hit me with it. Ah, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Valor, X3, what's this? A womb?
All those HPs. I feel like we have aggro. Is that correct? Or did I just hear someone like I almost said like someone squeak? Heart socket is somewhere like way in the background, just squeaking hard as and as loud as she possibly can. But fucking keep it down. Ate my flash. We have Sentinel up. That buys us like 30 seconds. Club me. I ate food, right? I didn't. I'm so bad. I'm missing. Like my food basically gives me the functional equivalent to like 1.5 chess pieces. And it's like I'm wearing like 3 peacock charms, peacock amulets, something with a cock on it or cock in it. Phrasing. R/no context. Arcana breaker. Oh, gross. The shield is back. This shield looks incredibly good. Like I'm ripping on it, right? But it's not deserved. The shield looks incredibly good when you're wearing the Iron Musketeer gear, which is still one of the best, in my opinion, looking armor sets in the game. Need to put Defender on for the presumed enemy loss reduction. Alright, we've used every part of the buffalo there. So now it's just going to be hate generation through healing. What was I even saying? Oh, I rip on the shield, but it looks like the Musketeer Commander shield looks great with the Iron Musketeer gear set. But it does stand out. It's too bright and flashy. Like with the gold accent, not the rest of it. What I'm describing as flashy is basically consists of 3% of screen space. Which Twitch just fucking hates now, so you know it's a good thing I took the shield off. We'll get ourselves back into. Oh, thank God, I can wear my earrings. Congratulations. All right, get these things off of me. I'm going to take off my hoop earrings and kick off my heels so that I do not break them when I engage in mortal battle with this cat. Very important. Well, yeah, we should, yeah. I do have cover if it comes to it. This party seems to be well balanced in terms of hate spread. Ooh woo. That I shouldn't need to cover too much, but I am prepared. I'm prepared to cover anyone with my body at any time. Purely platonically. Don't let it get weird. I think I just barely moved a pixel out of the way. So I don't think that applied properly. That was my fault, but then again, I wasn't sure if I was actually behind them or not. I am being messaged. Starship, someone's asking me what I thought of Starship Troopers Extermination. Troopers Extermination, smiley face. Oh my God, this streamer isn't professional at all. How does he expect to get 69 viewers if he's doing other business? We'll shield bash just to cure hate. And then Moonlight. Okay, good. That does reach them. That's an injection of 90 MP there, dude. If that just don't rustle your jimmies in the most positive way ever, I don't know what's gonna. Ideally, the warrior would be standing directly in front or behind. But how he chooses to live his life is none of my business, as long as he is not. Are you engaging? Okay, I don't know if you're engaging or not. I really don't. Who are you swinging at? Okay, there's a lot going on right now. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why that cat locked onto the red mage like that. Did I sentinel back yet? I don't. Here, we'll just it's fine. Nope. Paralysis ate my cover. Paralysis killed my cover. Are we engaging multiple things at once? Is that what's happening? Where is this other cat? I cannot see behind me. There's no slots in the back of my helmet. They have not unlocked the enmity ability that for sure Paladin gets, where they can see in a 360 fashion all around them simultaneously.
Potion seller, enough of these games. My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
Let's rest for a second. The red mage says, that's fine. I respect that. We have dropped 8,000 frames at some point over the course of, which I have like crazy good internet, so it has to be the equipment. Because I did not have any drop frames. Like there was one stream where I had no drop frames at all the entire time. So it has to be something equipment related. If I need to buy a nuclear powered replacement for whatever part is like causing the issue, I will. Like don't let me take us there, because I will. Congratulations. I'm getting texted. I'm getting discorded. But all I see is kitty cat blood all around me, all directions. I am lost in the sauce. I am one with the systematic annihilation of whole populations of fauna.
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I played Starship Troopers a bit, but put it down while they work on it. Starship Troopers Extermination was a good game, but it very quickly dawns on you that it is also comparatively very early access, and that the maps that they put you on is actually one map that is rotated between rounds, or depending on what you're doing. The thought is neat. Is it worth $25 at this current juncture? No. Is it worth an amount of money? Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. We'll ramp part 2, that's fine. Just to make sure that we seal the deal in the hate economy. The Kiata guide me, I hate that for me. We're still getting parrying skill, which I'm really glad for, because like even though it's pretty high, all things considered, the higher the better. One thing that I'm kind of torn on is at 73, I see most people, and by most people I mean paladins, wearing their artifact armor shoes still, which makes sense to me, because what you're basically trading is +1 enmity generation from the adamant boots for and like 3 defense, which doesn't matter, who gives a shit, for 10 shield skill, which is probably going to give you infinitely more hate generation or hate retention than no, what am I talking about? It's not going to do that. It's going to give you more like damage reduction than like the 3 defense ever would. Gotta take off, I got limits and have to pay attention. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you for being here, Hart. I really appreciate it. And you, I hope you have a good whatever Limbus is. Something to do with organs, I think. Just harvesting alien organs. I hope that goes well. I'm gonna have to ask a lot of asking for friend-esque questions with people that are familiar with whatever the fuck endgame is here. Pop. Wait, we've got time. I do also have Sentinels, so we're not in actually any danger. I Sentineled too soon. I did not need to Sentinel there so soon. What a silly biscuit I was. I do think that had I waited, that one ninja person was intending to grab the hate, but they also watched a cat run up to the red mage and then just sat there and watch the cat swing at the red mage like 3 times before casting shadows. So I think that grabbing these both was the right call here. We're not in any real danger. Let me just stun you for the rest of your life. I do not have my ring on. Very naughty. I mean, it's only like 4,000 experience in like the long term, but it is free, quote unquote, experience all the same. And I would be a very silly biscuit if I did not apprise myself of this utility.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Briefly thought that my health was 1337. I was almost excited. Crisis averted. Do I have Chivalry back yet? I do, dude.
More gold is required.
Base is under attack.
Why have I been summoned?
Ooh. Look at that, dude. Cheer. Oh, no. I'm gonna hold off on healing myself for just a moment. Oh, that's kind of cute. The thieves pulling emote is a dude, I am assuming, that is shooting a bow. It's kind of creative. I'm getting the shit beat out of me. Let's Moonlight. We'll also Rampart too, for reasons. Because it supposedly gives us like a damage reduction of some kind. I did need to Moonlight there, it's occurring to me. I didn't need to Moonlight because I had Chivalry up. That was very naughty. Ooh. The freeze? I don't know what this person's doing. What are they doing? Is that like the placeholder or something? Heal up. I'll hold. I think it dirties the X, doesn't it? It's got 1% down. I think this person is trying to be helpful by... I'm pretty sure it does. You can just leave the killing to us, but thought is appreciated. This person is definitely hunting OC. And I believe is trying to be nice by feeding us cats or like holding them without realizing that because she has touched them, the game is now going to interpret us killing it as if she were part of our party. So it would probably in the end give us like 50 experience, maybe. I guess. That's my guess. So far, good party. No complaints. It seems fine. I'm sick of all these groundies. These groundies always try to ground me to the ground and ground my experience with ground monsters. Disgusting. Don't they know that there's like a sky? There's like a whole sky up there. I could be up there. Sipping mimosas. Or something. I don't know. Some shit. They have alcoholic drinks in this universe, right? Right? Question mark? Where it's like Atlas, where if like if you drink something, it gives you like the most horrible combination of like visual artifacting as possible. Atlas references in my in my Final Fantasy XI stream? I don't think so, bud. That's a note for me, dog. Prepare to get canceled. We're killing these pretty quickly. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not going to let myself believe that I am going to get 68. It is possible, especially with the ring. But I also don't know how long these guys have been partying for. I do not mind when I am collected by a party as a replacement, but it typically means that the party has been going on average for at least an hour, which is fine, but it creates this mental image that like people are gonna start like burning out sooner than perhaps desired. When I'm like basically like ready to go, or it may create a situation which I try to avoid at all costs in my own parties, but it is hit and miss whether other parties replicate this, where one person has to rep and then another person 15 minutes later is like, oh sorry, I gotta go, but I also got my own rep. And then a third person does it, and then a fourth person does it, and then it's this revolving door of people that are like going in and out, leading to a subpar experience for everyone. I haven't had it happen quite like that, but that is the slippery slope. We'll heal the thief for some free. I said we'll heal the thief for some free. Okay. Oh my god, can I please? I need control. Just give me control. Rampart, shield bash, everything. I don't think I'm gonna run out. Let me just use Moonlight now. I don't think I'm gonna run out in. I don't know why he's turned like that. He do just be going. Pew. Pew pew pew. Do it. End the cat's life. Ooh. I mean, this is definitely a first world problem for us, where we're generating so much passive MP over time that I'm in a position where I can't maximize the use of my chivalry. What horror? Give me my Dark Souls sound bites. I need them. Give them to me.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
Oh yeah, dude.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
Forefathers, one and all, bear witness!
All these were edited in some way. I had to basically carve them out from like a block of voice lines. There was a better Melania voice clip that I wanted to use, but it had like a bunch of like people dying sound effects, which I am not an audio engineer, so I do not know how to absolve those. Fuck you, cat. I don't know how to absolve, you know, the bits that I don't want out of the equation. So I guess I'll just suffer. I could lower. I'm gonna lower it next time. I'll worry about it later. I need to drop down the chains. The chains skill chart that you see up there by a little bit. Or to like that. That's fine. How does that look on the stream? It doesn't matter. That looks okay. I just need it in like some kind of like visual range. I do not need Chaotic Eye in order to chivalry up. I hate these. If I was fast enough, like if I was actually trying, I would not have an issue with like turning away in time. I'm just letting myself be bad. You don't pay my subscription to my free private server. And then we ride out Sentinel Man taking 20 damage or 0.5% total, rounded up. Converting 420 damage to 69 damage easily. The hate retention is pretty good. The monk does not seem to be undergeared, nor does the warrior. We are keeping good hate. Huzzah. Oh, that's good. That black mage is like tickling the very edge of the AoE for like Moonlight healing their MP. Pardon me while I take another swig of Pepsi. Not ad. Oh man. That's some good Pepsi, brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. The #1 turn-based mobile phone game. This message brought to you by Honkai Star Rail, where you get one star pool of your choice with my code below. There's no code. The stream brought to you by Papa John's. Papa John's, if you are listening, I do take, in place of money, I will take like unlimited amounts of your 80% sugar content pizza. Just keep them coming. I will let you know when you should stop. Okay. I know that Mr. Papa John's is in chat right now watching me. These are my terms. If you want my viewership, buying your pizza, you better put up or shut up, mister. I want the cheese-filled crust. Give it up. I want the cheese, and I want the meat lovers. I want like every square inch of my pie. My pizza pie, just saturation bomb with sausage. You hear me? What are we doing? Are we resting? Am I R0? I was curious about hearing an opinion on Starship Troopers as I thought on buying it, but I don't want to purchase when no one plays. It might be a bit before I play it again to give it some time to patch up. Oh. The party is dying. Let me take care of this. Need to enlight. We're already like overflowing with MP. We have to avoid a reverse Final Fantasy X situation where, you know, it's problematic. The warrior can take some hits. He's got evasion boosting gear, right? That's all you need to stay alive. I have failed. I'm going to deliberately cancel. There we go. I was gonna say I deliberately canceled my heal there so that I could not fuck up the party dynamic that was going on there with the weapon skills going off in multiple directions. Ooh. Defender is up soon. I love that for me. We also have Sentinel up, so let's just do that and not have to worry about the hate bouncing around literally at all for like 30 seconds. Basically, for a Paladin, in most cases, it's just waiting like 5 minutes so that then you could just not think about having to deal with the hate bouncing around for 30 seconds. It do hit different. The other collection of abilities are alright. But Sentinel is where the secret sauce is at. TBH, LOL. I just checked my food. We are 50 seconds worth on food. We will seal the enmity cycle early by failing to cast Cure. I said we will seal the economy, the hate economy, right off. Moonlight. Thank you, Moonlight Chan. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Moog one, which I just played. I'm not really a fan of his character. Every aspect of his story is kind of fucked up. I mean, they all are. Like, all Elden Ring characters are messed up in their own ways, but he is flavors and shades different messed up. So, you know, I might change that one out. It does have a certain vibe to it, though, that I enjoy. Getting lots of high-quality coral hides, I think those are worth something. But I am not sure. Nope. Yep, there we go. What do we have to roll with? Rampart. Very good. I don't have to stay away. Okay, my provoke got 8. Still paralyzed. Provoke got 8 by, let's hope that Rampart doesn't get 8. Okay, Rampart was not eaten by my paralysis. Very good. We are 7 minutes away from Chivalry being restored to us. I hate that for me. we should be able to get hate back with Shield Bash. And especially Provoke. That should do it, right? Okay, we need to eat more sushi. Don't quote me on this, but I do think that it's possible to have paralysis like stop you from eating and it still uses the food. I've not been in said horrible situation, but I could definitely see it happening. It does. I hate that. I hate that. That just reconfirms my suspicions that I should just not try to eat food when I'm paralyzed. I could do with smoke scrolls also. Something that I had also forgotten. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate you bringing back the almost eldritch-like horror that knowing that instills in me. I appreciate you, chatter, deeply. Thank you for setting me straight. Because had you not said that, and I had remained unaware, like if I had eaten food, like the food that I'm using is not cheap. I made it myself, but even at cost, it's not cheap. But it still would have been like, I don't know, 1,200, just like spat to the wind. Or whatever it is that you kids say these days. I fucking, oh my god.
Help me.
A hunter must hunt.
Just because thou art wielding 2 katanas does not mean that thy body is not 70% mac and cheese.
I need to watch the rest of that video. Anyone want Party Lead to help get replacement for Kiro? I need to go as well. I knew it, dude. I knew it, dude. I knew it. We've been down here for what, like an hour? Which is the amount of time that I would say, you know, is like the bare minimum for not feeling as though your time has been wasted. I am silenced. I am paralyzed. I am coping. I am seething. I am molding. I am sentineling. What happened to the sky? Dude, I cannot get enough of the ground. In fact, I'm so overwhelmed with the feeling of not being able to divorce myself from the ground that I went underground so that I could have ground with my ground. Grand. I went to sky. And then I was availed of a tell saying, hey, would you like to go into the groundiest ground area possible? And because my mom didn't raise no bitch, I was like, sure. And then he was like, come on over. And here I am. But we are evidently breaking in like 10 minutes. Granted, after like 45 minutes to an hour of partying, so I didn't like completely waste my time. I did use a charge later than I should have, but I did use one. No worries, I think we should disband. Party was kind of cursed anyway. Laugh out loud, 12 minutes. Thank you for bringing me to... Thank you for bringing me to a cursed party. I really appreciate it. 1,000 blessings upon your house and yours. This didn't seem that cursed. I don't... What was cursed about it? Question mark? This didn't seem cursed. This seemed fine. Short to me because I'm the replacement. But they're clearly talking about some kind of event that happened prior to me being here. Couldn't find people like it all multiple times. The Paladin DC'd when we got here. I knew I was forgetting something. So once the party ends, which it seems is in like 10 minutes, we will go to Sky and we will try to get a Sky party. Because, like, I worked hard for it. Basically, like, it's over the span of 12 hours in a 48-hour period. And I do want to experience my first Skype party on stream, if I can still help it. I do want to be chauffeured into at least one party spot. So the likelihood that I will be the one that picks a spot or makes a party is low, but not impossible, considering that around the 65 plus level range, people seem to be increasingly unlikely or averse to make their own parties, given the fact that there's like 50 people searching for party any given time of every single composition. So who knows, maybe we'll make my own, but we'll flag up for a little bit and see what happens. With any luck, I'm going to get through my charge. I believe I'll get through my charge. I should be able to get through my charge in like 10 minutes. Give it to me. That which I desire. I am hunting these things for their kitty cat toe beans that sell for very much on the open market. You would not believe the number of Bastoken higher ups enjoy grilled coral toe beans. Ever since I got rank 6, I get constantly invited to like I don't even know where I'm going with this, dude. You fill in the blanks. I'm here to fill your RP for you. Look up the lore. It's all about toe bean consumption, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that we're going to be able to meet our objective, though. Goal 3, which is to pilfer and fence ancient Windersian artifacts to slush fund the Bastoken military space program. Sid in the Metalworks literally will not shut up about it, so I don't know how slush fundy it could possibly be. I think I need to update that to just say, just fund. Because it's all he fucking talks about to like literally anybody that would listen. You try to say hi to the guy and he instantly erupts into just talking about going to space and black materia and you know how it's like his one dream and Shinra Corporation sucks and you know how it goes. I hear infiltrators. Is there a blood relation in my house? Hello? Hello? You're on stream, you're famous. Yeah, do the dance. I made good food for the house. Ooh.
Thank you.
A hunter must hunt.
I mean, you could say like, given the monsters that we're fighting. No, there's no lead up. I didn't have a lead up. Oh my god. I'm gonna bail. Pass. Thank god I avoided that near miss of like a social situation that would have become awkward rapidly had I ventured into it. I was gonna say something to the effect of, imagine if Sid were here talking about the space program, because Because then the cat would have really been out of the bag or something. But like they're two entirely different situations. So how would that have been funny? I almost self-inserted into the stockade of Twitch. They have like tomatoes and stuff like thrown at me. They are saying last chain question mark. Sure. Then I guess I'll just go fuck myself. It's fine. This happens. I did get my hour in. I would prefer to be kept alive because I am silenced. There we go.
What are you doing, Step Bro?
I'm getting fucked. Live on stream. Brought to you by Papa John's. I should probably stop saying that. I don't know if it's like the actual statement of saying brought to you by does not preclude me running afoul of any kind of law, I believe. If that random assembly of word salad made any sense. But I do think that it's like it's like a false endorsement also if I legitimately basically every time that I do that I have to follow it up by saying like everything that comes out of my mouth is satire. Oh my god. Let me just nope. Silenced. Please. Thank you. And then we'll rampart. I think this is like the last chain anyway, so or the last mob in the chain. So we'll just blow everything. That is okay. We do have Chivalry up though, off cooldown. Papa John's, you could taste the racism in every bite. I don't think the pizza is racist. Unless I'm wrong, in which case I've consumed a huge amount of racist pizza. r/no context. Because everything involved in the pizza construction is like hella dead. Or completely or just saturated with sugar in the same way that like it's basically Papa John's is basically like the McDonald's of pizza, right? I think we can all agree on that. It's like when you just need like to just not feel good about yourself after eating like way more than your properly apportioned amounts. For the reform, we can potentially run Sky with 63 sync. Don't have access to Sky yet. Imagine, lol, imagine not having Sky. Laugh at him. Harder. That's right. Imagine not having Sky. Can you imagine? Papa John's tastes good. You don't think Papa John tastes good? I mean, it could just be like my primitive like animal brain just equating anything that has sugar and salt in it as good. Oh, this person can't go to Sky because his missions are bugged. That sucks. I will take D2, please, when... I'll take a D2, please, art. All right, I will take a momentary 30-second break so I can go to the little Stoics room and vent or whatever it is that humans, I mean I do when I'm in such a place. And then we will flag back up. Take care. Oh, we did go through the last of the experience points. All right. Or the experience point charge. All right. I will be back momentarily. Don't go anywhere, or do, as long as you're happy. That's ultimately what I care about. I'll be right back. Press the button. All right, we have returned. Huzzah. Are you trying? So someone in my link shell is asking, does anyone need ZM8 in Delphi Tower? Are you trying to get it done now, roll? Also, hello. I hope that you guys missed me as much as I missed you. Aw? Where's my aw soundbite? There we go. I have my instincts are telling me that I need to help Rolanda, who has been a person that has helped me constantly get through different types of content, different times. Oh, please invite me. I'm going to, instead of me getting into a Skype party, we'll have to save that for Friday or something. Because I'm not going to have enough time to help her and get into a party at the same time. But she deserves it. I need to be the change that I want to see in the world and help her. Because she's helped me like 50 times. Along with other LS mates, but I'm now sufficiently strong enough that I can go kill the in-universe version of Jaime Lannister or whatever his lore is. Again. So I sent out a answer to her plea to ring the bells of Gondor. Gondor calls for aid, and I am awaiting for her response. Nope, on the tier list, I will always place this on the bottom. As some people who love pizza, I would choose to never have pizza if it was only Papa John's. That's brutal, because there's a lot of bad pizza out there. I have been invited, presumably to the ZM8. It is. Hello. Zoning. This is the part that I was looking forward to. The part where I'm strong enough, I have enough raw horsepower in my veins to properly help with what would otherwise be shitty, difficult stuff in Final Fantasy 11. I've been waiting since I was just like a little babby level 1 paladin for this moment. He charges goblin chocolate bars for the help though. All the goblin chocolate bars, not some, all. You can D-box them later. Reminder, all. Yeah, just send me chocolate. How did you get this address? Oh, how much is the coral hide for? I don't know how long they're going to be looking. It took me almost an hour to get together the people for ZM8. Wow, okay, this goes for less than I remember. Maybe it's because of the 8,000 people that are hunting for OC at any time. Are you selling? You are selling. Seafood stew is selling. Koenig Shield is not selling. Necrogunkin is not selling. I guess I could sell it for 40,000. It's fine. Even though I'm the only one that has it on the market, that's fine. Oh, let me buy another stack of prism powders because I'm going to be using them anyway. Right. We need to pay our dues to Big Alchemy. So we got 2 stacks of Silent, 2 stacks of Prism, which should be enough to cover anyone if they forgot their own. Huzzah. Boy howdy. So if you found you've been watching a while and you'd like to make a sincerely huge impact on me, if you click the purple follow button below, it not only gives me a little shot of dopamine, it also helps the algorithm, you know, help others who may also like watching this. And I do, in fact, want to, with every stream, make the world a little better, or at least very slightly less oppressive than it was before. By transporting you back to 2003, when all you had to worry about was, you know, when your attendees were going to be done, and like when the next Halo was coming out. I think Halo was like popular or some shit. I don't know. I didn't have an Xbox at the time. I think I had a PS2 and like a very bad computer, and that was it. Just like you constantly just like back-to-back tendies, dude. Remember that? You remember that feel? Keep it down over there. I love you. Wife? Wife? Are you ignoring me? Can you believe this shit? I'm trying to run a business here. Just ignore me for no reason. I'm not even doing anything. Come here.
Emotional damage.
Wife, come here. I want to give you a big slappy kiss. Come here. Fine. I'll give a big slappy kiss to myself. I don't need her. Just need to figure out how to. I need it. Really can't do it. I do need her for that. This is some cursed shit. I guess I could wait at the tower. Glorious appears to be the individual that set up the party. I'm just running around for no reason. I do not need to be out here like this. We're definitely going to want to need Okay, that sentence was bad. Let's start over. We're going... Order of operations. I need to go to Quotham Island. Need to go to Delkfut Tower. Because I have Signet on. And I have all the basic parts that I need to succeed. I do also have a Vial Elixir, but they are like 20k per. So I do not want to use it unless I am literally the only thing standing between everyone losing. And just everyone losing. Which granted was what happened last time I did ZM8. Quotham? Yes, please. Just do me. In Minecraft.
Betrayal.
Moshi, motherfucker.
We got 2 paladins, that is correct. Double the... We have 2 paladins, which is fine. I mean, that just... It's definitely more survivability than perhaps we need. Sadly, this is my highest. If the other paladin is higher level than I can try to squeeze more DPS in. Looks like the greatsword meta will finally be tested. Who holds hate better? I can use a greatsword. I will use that. So interestingly, the level 55 Royal Guard sword for Paladin is as strong, if not stronger, than a lot of stuff in between 55 and 69. I'm assuming because they're like, if there's a Paladin out there that is so off his rocker that he's going to actually try to make greatsword work, Lamal, we should probably give him some pity damage. And it's capped. Or almost capped. No, I will do it. I will use greatsword because I don't know what level Camlinout is, if I'm saying his name right. I do know the sound that my greatsword makes when it takes a man's life. Finally got my drip level. This is my dark Paladin phase. You missed my I am gear phase, which is the gallant. The AF phase never had a chance, sadly. No, I am. It's not an emo phase. It's not an emo phase. Oh my god. It's a dark knight. It's a dark paladin phase, not a. I mean, it's not a phase. It's my life. Do you hear the way she's talking to me? Strike her down, chatters. Send a passive aggressive note that I can then apologize for it later. She's poking me and she's calling me emo. Job emote. Do I even have? I can't get job emotes to work. I see other people do it, but I think you need to unlock them somehow. Dark Cecil phase. That's right. Chatters. Chat says it's a Dark Cecil phase, and they would not make that up unless they really felt it. I am now Cecil. Yep, I did. All done. I just need to help you because you've helped me a billion times. The time is now to repay. Emo stoic emotes next. I did have a /EM evolves into a dark paladin emote, but I could not figure out how to get it to swap to a specific equip set specifically to lock style, but not to actually swap over. So she's happy, I'm happy. You know, all works out. Is it? Okay, so the middle section of the, I hope she does not mind. The middle section of the artifact armor here, like, what is this obsession with making like a gap in the armor and like the center of mass for like the female like armors, or like in the butt cheeks, in the butt cheek region? Like, you're basically just like putting a sign over those areas and saying like, hey, stab me here, and it'll be super effective in a very Pokemon-like way. I don't know. Maybe they don't mind it. This is good music for this area. I don't think there's any music here. Let me see if that's actually the case. No, just oppressive drippiness. That's it. Very good. We all drip here. I wish, especially after seeing this set, that there was more closed-faced gear sets in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I very well could be. I can think of maybe 3 closed-faced helmets as like in the whole game. There's the Iron Musketeer armet, but you can still see some of the face, but it's technically like shadowed and blurred out, and it's like there's helmet over it is the thing. There's this set, and then there's the Blue Mage head AF, and that's it. And it's not like you know, I've worked so hard on like changing the different parameters to perfectly match my face in like an almost AI generated kind of way. And so like, why would I put a helmet over it? Like, you picked like face type 03, so just like give me, just give it to me. Oh, ads are apparently starting now or soon, 90 seconds on average, just bear with it. Get up, walk around, pet your dog, wash your cat, brush your teeth, you know, human stuff. And we'll all meet back here. I don't think we're gonna be going anywhere, so, you know, just enjoy it. Just enjoy whatever it is. the car ads or something. All right. Or like the perfume commercials where it's like a lady that's getting pursued by you know, possibly frisky gentlemen, and they're like calling out from like way across the street going, oh, blah 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 blah. You know the ones. So that you too could be the lady if you use the perfume. Let me drink more Pepsi. Let's do a quick comparison of what I look like with my AF on. Look at that, dude. It's disgusting.
It's time to stop.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
K.O.
Excuse me, bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
It's just, look at it, dude. Like, comparison to this? Why would I ever take it off? There is one Paladin sword called the Balin sword. No relation to Balin Wonderworld or whatever it's called. That it has the opposite of like the stats that you would think that it should have. Where it's like +4 intelligence, +2 strength. I think some attack and like 83 damage. It's the highest damage dealing non-rare EX thing that you can buy, I think. For Paladins specifically, it's only for Paladin. Only Paladin ever gets to equip it. But it drops off of like some super high BC&M thing. Let me look it up now while I'm thinking about it. Balin's sword? No, not Balin. Balan. Balan sword? Balan? Balan sword. $83 damage, 13 HP, 2 strength, 4 intelligence. And like a super teeny tiny little itty bitty like thing, very eloquently put, Self. I appreciate that. Is that, what was I even gonna lead that into? Oh, that intelligence does play into a lot of the greatsword skills, which Paladin has access to all greatsword skills, which is why Mom said that it was my turn to play with the greatsword. Been checking AH for that every day. I missed it once a while back. I saw it once too, and I am mildly upset that I didn't pick it up then, because I did have a chance like a month ago. It was like the first and last time. No, that's not necessarily true. It technically is the first and last time that I saw it available for buying, which also means that there's another nutcase out there that's like me, that's trying to make Greatsword Paladin work successfully, mind you, but is trying nonetheless. We are an elite few that are willing to risk our social credit for the sake of memes, effective or otherwise. I wonder if there's any pictures of the Balmung. Every time I open up Google Chrome, I feel this like instinctual primal fear that I'm gonna crash my computer, which happened exactly once out of like 200 times that I've opened it up on this situation where I've been streaming. What was I looking for? I don't remember, dude. It's just vented out of my brain. Oh, what Balmung looks like. Or not Balmung. What is it? Balmung is the Dark Knight thing. What is it, dude? I don't remember the name of it is. Storage? Where are you? No, it's in wardrobe then. Flambeer. That's not how you say that, I'm pretty sure, but you know. Flamberge, Final Fantasy 11. It might have a black blade instead. It is black. Okay. Actually, it might fit the drip a little bit better. Does it have a purple handle? It does not. It has a red handle, which is not going to work as well with the extreme drip factor that we're aiming for, but I can always style lock it. If it gets, let's be real. It's not like I'm gonna be able to sell. It's not like I'm gonna be able to sell these sword back, right? So if it comes to it, I might as well just style lock one with the other one. Oh god. Oh my. These other guys still playing the new video game that's relatively exciting. Imagine. I played Diablo 4. I enjoyed it. It's so difficult to spend time making real progress in Final Fantasy 11 and make progress in like a pseudo, I mean, you can't even call it like an MMO light, really. It's more like random people existing in like the same space, so you have like an excuse to show off your skin that is on basically like a model that takes up like 2% of your screen. that you paid like $28 for to make them look like a spooky Egyptian ruler person. I hope that we're grabbing +1. We won't be able to do it with 6. I barely escaped with my life doing it with doing this mission with 6. So I'm hoping so. I'm assuming that Rolanda is just getting bored and going somewhere else. We could do that too. Or we could just sit here and enjoy each other's company. Remember that? Remember that? When we used to just like go outside and like do whatever it is that people do when they're outside? Like putting down our phones and like picking up like newspapers and stuff. I mean, I never did, but I'm sure that people did at one point. And just like talk to each other about like what is the small talk subject? Like the game. Like what game was on? We're gonna stare at this person that just examined me and really be spooky, really freak them out. I did make them turn. I don't know if you saw it. That's what I wanted. Crosswords with pens, yeah. They would talk about like how their team is good and like the other team is bad, and that when their team does well, it's cause for celebration, and when the other team, you know, does well, it's like, why is I'm literally never divorcing myself from like just unfettered loyalty to my own team. I will ride or die them to the end. I think that would like typically comprise of like a whole conversation, right? And like people talk about how they would like go to like the moving pictures or whatever. Yeah, I remember that. No answer from 1LS. Does anyone need ZM8? We're 5-6. Does anyone need ZM8? We're 5-6. We definitely do not want. Oh, I saw your comment, no flow, drip Paladin. That was very good. That gets a +1 for me. People still do sports, which is like crazy to me, because I went to football practice exactly once, and I don't know how people can repeatedly, willingly make themselves sport, like to just like sport over and over. It's like the water is too cold, the air is too hot, the interactions are like too sweaty and physical. It's like, why? And there's like grass everywhere. Where's the controller, man? Where's it's like, where's the fucking? I mean, like, I guess the graphics are nice, but I don't know. It's kind of uncanny valley to me, a little bit, when you go outside. We're bound to get someone. Someone out there needs ZM8. My instincts were right, though, that I was not going to be able to party and do and help out. But I am so honor bound to help Rolanda in any way that I can, that is feasible. That this is what we're doing. This is a fate that we chose. 1.3% of our stream is dropped frames. I love that for me. I'm pretty sure that my blood relation has a backup of whatever random assemblage of equipment I have that makes my internet go and do the thing. So I'm probably gonna have to swap that out and then see if that improves. Like what the possible crash warning. Okay, very good. Which inspector? Twitch Inspector. Log in with Twitch. Don't mind if I do. It says that we have no unstable events. I am going to all BS on that. Like, these drops are inconsistent. They drop for maybe like 5 seconds. And then there's a whole span of time, like an hour, where nothing happens, and then a drop. And then a whole span of time where nothing happens. It's like it's arbitrarily deciding to be bad, like once every hour. Last time I had to deal with it, I talked to the guy and I was like, it's happening like clockwork. And he's like, did you reset your router? I was like, no. But now I reset it every time. But basically, like, I have to reset my router every time for like the best chance of like it behaving the way that it should. And I don't think that that's normal. So like, what's your EVA at? Tech param me. Like my skill? Or literal evasion? It is capped at 205. My pairing is also 181, which is great. I probably only have like 9 levels to go to get that capped, which is pretty good. That she replies with, cool, thank you. You are welcome, smiley face. Who is the other paladin here? So I can like creep on them. Lich, please. They are 68. Let them fight. .jpg. Oh no. I would recommend this. If we attempt it with 5, it is not gonna scale. So this could be bad. And by could be, I mean almost assuredly is gonna be bad. I am gonna keep the greatsword on. The greatsword stays on during. But my impression of how this is gonna go is not stellar. If we're going with 5, which I'm assuming is what's happening because all 5 of our assembly are here or en route. Are we gonna try with 5? Asking for a friend. We should have a whole party. Do I think that our chances of winning is 0? No. Do I think it is higher than 70%? No. They said left another yell before I left Juno, but yeah. I auto-translated, replied, all right. So you've chosen violence. I see. Not sure how tough this guy is, but I brought echo drops.
Forefathers, one and all, bear witness!
He do be kind of tough. That is all I will say. I do not want to preclude them to believe that it is worse than it could end up being. The last time that I did ZM8, Camelot, I'm just gonna call him Camel. Camel, Great Wield, which is an AoE heat or AoE hate reset, for like 200 to me, which was reflective of what the wiki said that it would be like, but did about 600 to everyone else. And he he went all in on doing that like 3 times. Like as like some of his like final breath like TP moves. So I'm going to save pretty much all of my abilities, if I can still help it, toward the tail end of 25%, because it could matter real good. Last time they did this, I subbed Nin for it. I did not do that this time. 1, because I forgot, and 2, because it didn't really seem to matter. So I would rather have a small chance of double attack and a provoke backup for when he hate resets than the ability to cast shadows and then possibly never again. Nope, we don't need to go this way. We need to go this way. Do we have everyone? We do. Going to wait this way. I need to watch for my little ducklings on the map. Muscle memory should carry me most of the way there. Even though there's no indicator of what this part is going to do, people do need to be pressing the question mark button in the center of the floor here. T to go uppies. You feel a powerful magical force flowing upwards. Don't mind if I do. Sounds like my kind of night. Okay. Then we go through this door, I believe. We will wait for everyone to collect. Come here, my babies, come here. And then we proceed apace to the next set of doors. And after this area, almost assuredly, someone is going to say, I got aggro. And they're going to die in the worst spot possible to recover them. And I don't believe that anyone is able to tractor. I think it's just Dark Knights and Black Knights, or Black Mages, that are capable of tractoring. I don't think Red Mages can. Correct me if I'm wrong. Up. This guy casts Dispelga, Silencega, and Slowga. I will let him say the mechanics if he so desires. Oh my god. Stoic, please, dude. Got hate because I forgot these egg. Very good. Won't make the same mistake. Okay, they are attacking the other one. Nope, we're attacking this one. This fucking Paladin doesn't know what he's doing. He's gonna trigger everything on the way, and then we're gonna have to have a... Oh my god, I ate my TB, dude. Buggers. Roll Greatsword. That's in light. And light helps me with Greatsword more than on anything else. More than with a club and a sword, I mean. Because it is a high delay weapon and the end light effect goes down. The more often that you hit, so like it gives you, like depending on your divine skill, it gives you 19, which is where I'm at the start, and then I hit, I think it's 18, 17, 16, 15, so on. I legitimately forgot that these things aggroed, even though I have an add-on that explicitly tells me when they aggro and to what. Let's move this over just a little bit. Hey, Nemergula. I do not know if I just butchered your name just then. Apologies in advance if I did. How you doing? I hope that you're having just the best night ever. It is pre-Friday, so I'm feeling pretty good. Someone tell this spooky paladin to sneak invis. That's me. Narrator's note. All the way top right is our objective. We do just go straight here. And then it's pretty much permanent. Just sneak and invis all the way through. In this situation, had I spent exactly 2 seconds checking, I probably would have subbed White Mage. Because survivability is definitely going to matter here with 5 people. Like the average party level is probably like 66 or something, which is around where you would want it to be. If you had 6 people. All right, watch for the holes in this top bit. They do go down. To where? I don't know. Probably like a Starbucks or something. Or maybe it's just like the giants like pranking each other. Like, wouldn't it be funny if like Bill like horribly sprains his ankle? Our Greedlocks is already here. It is safe to go inside because the cutscene doesn't actually start unless someone presses the door, I believe. But I'm going to wait here nonetheless. No, I do not want to use the device. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Look at it, dude. Let me check to make sure I have everything that I need or want. I'm not going to wear the Hades earrings for this because killing him is way more important than keeping hate. I'm perfectly content to let the other paladin keep hate, and I could be like a discount Dark Knight. That's fine. I don't really have anything that can help me there. Maybe I do want to equip the Royal Knight's belt. Random. Because the Royal Knight's belt at least gives me strength and dexterity. Which, if Horizon follows the same rules for two-handed as Eden does or close, for two-handed weapons, 1 point of strength equals 1 attack. We should be able to prove that now. Okay, so I'm 311. 309. Okay, so it is 1-to-1. And we do want to equip all the strength shit that we can. Oh, what order do we do our weapon skills? I don't know. I would normally have a calculator that would tell me what works with axe skills, but the calculator has no frame of reference for why anyone would possibly change axe skills, like the elements of axe skills. on Horizon, so it wouldn't understand what I'm asking it to do. But possible crash warning. Skill chains. So I can't even reliably be like, Rolanda, this is the skills that you want to use. 65. Paladin. Greatsword. Thief. Dagger. Well, the thief is 63. 63. Did they get Dancing Edge? They do. With Power Slash. But Power Slash for me is so much weaker than Sickle Moon is. Mr. Axe is some Dagger SC that does light. That sounds good. Power Slash is not that bad, but Crescent, I forget which one is later. Sickle Moon. Sickle Moon is the later one. Sickle Moon actually does stuff. The calculator that I do have built into the game, which unfortunately only shows up when skill chains are started, is supposed to be a version that accounts for people having weird Horizon specific elements on their skill chains. What is your dagger skill that does light SC? I don't know if they're gonna know that. Transfixion is what they're talking about. Like even like they really should be using like Viper Bite or like Dancing Edge. Like I think that enough is going to be going on that I don't know if there's going to be time to. Shark Bite does light. She is unfortunately 63, so she does not have access to Shark Bite yet. But that is a good thought process. Oh, my bones, my human bones. Ugh. All right, Pepsi time. We're just waiting for everyone to finish their mental preparations to get dumpstered. That's not true. It's probably gonna be fine. It's probably just a fluke that everyone and their grandmothers died the last time that I did this with a fully formed group of people. But I also wasn't wearing this dank armor set. You can't tell me that me wearing this is not going to directly contribute to our success chance. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. I am going to wait until the very last possible moment to pop most of my stuff. One, because it's probably going to... The pacing of this is going to matter a lot more than normal. And it already mattered. Where once he Great Wheels, or whatever the name of the move is, he's going to AoE hate reset. I don't know why I keep trying to say heat. Lol, word wrong. So once he does that, it's not like a normal AoE... It's not like a normal hate reset mechanic. Like he fucking, whoever he locks onto, he seems to start off with like a baseline hate jump. Which just is bad. It's just bad. Like he just sticks onto the very first person that he locks eyes with. I have an add-on that tells me what SCUs my stuff will work with when they're started. Hopefully that's the beast pet. I think she has the sheep. Roll and every other Beastmaster alive loves the sheep. Sickle Moon Dancing Edge. Sure. I don't know if he's actually right or not, and I'm afraid of crashing my everything because of that exactly one fluke time where opening Chrome while I was running my entire streaming setup just like made my computer shit its pants, even though it is well and above capable of dealing with a situation like that. Google Chrome asserted control and was like, I'm gonna end this whole man's career. I'm gonna shut it down. Shut everything down. Stupid. We can try Sickle Moon Dancing Edge. Any of mine is basically capped, and I'll have Def, Dex, Vit, Act Food, and Enlight going, so I shouldn't really miss. I do not have Spinning Slash yet. I have Sickle Moon is my highest. I could just like look it up. I could just look it up. I'm just press a button. Oh, they're gonna make me look it up, dude. They're gonna make me look it up. Paladin. I can't believe they're letting me do reasonable preparations after I had just finished complaining that this is going to be a difficult fight, so this sort of thing matters. Sickle Moon Dancing Edge. I'm basically not going to miss. Okay, they did hear me. With Enlight and with my accuracy buffs, I should have like 90% accuracy. I'm pretty sure. I will be very surprised if I miss. We'll wanna buff once inside and rest to full for sure. Let me preemptively put on my re-raise earring. We also need gamer music. I mean, this is already gamer music, but like more intense gamer music. BG PPM mode activated. If I need to spend my Vile Elixir on this, which I'm almost certainly going to need to do, that's fine. I hate it for me because I like having a no shit button on me, but if there was any time to use it, it's definitely a situation like this where the normal throughput of action and prep is just not going to be enough. I think they all have CSs right now, which is why no one's moving or saying anything. I am almost certain. Let me double check my equip set. Could probably swap out. Enmity is not going to matter as much as just raw horsepower. I don't know why I keep saying it like that so much, but apparently that's like the new thing that I say. Boy howdy is one that I need to bring back. Try not to play from cheap if possible. I'm going to do literally no hate stuff unless it really matters. I'm going to avoid hate generating stuff unless it matters. Just killing. Oh, the Lich please guy said I'm going to avoid hate generating stuff until it matters also. I think he's being funny. But I do not know him well, so perhaps he's not. Perhaps he's not being funny. Had I known that I was going to free throw myself into an extreme combat situation, I would have brought Ikra Gunkin +1, which I do have, even if it means like breaking apart a stack. Oh, look at the other Paladin. He also is using Ikra Gunkin. Look at him go. Buffs will wear inside. Will want to reapply inside. Will wear when going inside. There she goes, killing again. Not yet. On other side. If you have 2 hours that could matter once we're in, use them. I don't think that that's going to apply to anyone. Just so you know, I don't have, or my invincible is on CD for 30 minutes. Just so you're aware. Just so you know. So rip that if that's what's needed. Yes, we are fools. We don't know that you're trying to like become God or become one with God or like give the crystal sentience so that you can have it hang out with you as kind of like a friendship replacer, and it can't. I know, dude. I know. I can't even. I don't know why I'm mashing. There's no dialogue on the screen. I just want to take the man's life. So basically, what's happening in this situation is that Mr. Camel here is like from a race that existed 10,000 years ago that discovered that there are basically like fusion reactors that are crystals that are under the earth, and they use those crystals in order to become technologically advanced. And then they're like, hey, what if we just like, I don't know, combined all the crystals' power together to make like one big nuclear reactor? And did you know that like when you do that, you could like open up a you could like open up a phone line with God? And then like the rest of like the civilization was like, yeah, let's do that. And they did that, and like the Kulu or whatever was like another race of people that were like, no, you shouldn't do that because bad things might happen. And then they did the eco-terrorism on like the very presumably naughty things that the Zillart were trying to do. And that caused a big issue, which caused all the related parts to explode, wiping out the Zillart pretty much all at once. And these guys are trying to like finish what their race started tens of thousands of years ago. That'll be $1. I will put it on your collective tabs. I have Sickle Moon, right? Yeah, I do. I have Sickle Moon prepped. I should use Berserk, shouldn't I? We will set up Berserk. Berserk. Me. Okay. We'll wanna rest to full for sure. It's gonna matter. I have the earrings set up. Let me re-raise. I live, I die, I live again. I am awaited in Valhalla. I need to have... Why don't I have Mad Max sound bites? Shameful display. Okay, lesson light here. One final time. Wait, I did not spell Berserk properly. I did in the actual macro line. Let's pop up the jams a little bit. There we go. If Sheep loses hate, then PA, sure. Yeah, not the eat. Yeah, trick attack the white one, not the emo one. I don't know who they could be possibly referring to. Let's go! Oh, the red mage is still going. We need everyone at tippy top shape to survive this properly. So I am perfectly content waiting. He does vibe and glowing. Look at him go. Oh no, he's hot. I'm going to have to ignore my instincts and pretend like I'm an actual discount Dark Knight. That is my role. I do damage. Okay, we're going. Evidently. Berserk me. And now we kill. I don't think he has any kind of like AoE cone or anything. He's dying pretty fast. Getting reliable hits. He silence God me. I hate that for me. I do have echo drops though. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. Beastmaster trivializing the fight. I miss. I hate that for me. One miss is unacceptable. And we're doing pretty good damage. We're above our 75 baseline. 73. So we're hitting pretty regularly where we should. Almost there. We've only missed once. Okay, twice there. Spoke too soon. Everyone seems pretty prepared on medication, which is good. That was a pretty good amount of damage. 336, nice. I wonder how the sheep is doing. I wish I could see. I'm sure that if there was cause for concern, that Rolando would mention it. Okay, now he's gonna start doing bullshit. And we're gonna start healing. I remember. You are a Dark Knight, effectively. Let's reapply our Enlight so we stay at top accuracy, application, and damage. For keeping TP pace with Miss Greedalox. I'm going to heal myself because it's been a while since I've done something like that. It was good that I did because of the great wheel bullshit. I'm going to need to heal Greedalox. We're going to Sentinel now. Okay. Great will again. I love that for me. Do I have? I need to reapply my MP up because it could matter. Berserk is starting to wear now, but that's okay. We are in a good position. He is great willing again. The thief is dead. We're gonna hold on to our MP for now. The Paladin's doing a good job. He's holding this. They're going to heal Rolanda because one more Great Wheel is going to put her in red. This is actually going way better than I expected. It's because I'm great sorting, of course. Because I'm great sword Paladin. Woo! You did it! With 5 too. That's a really big deal. Nice job. I am going to skip the event. I have already partaken of the pogs. That was really good. Look at me strut walking. Look at that. Such confidence in his walk. He knows that he's a dark paladin. And everything that entails. Yeah, work it, girl, work it.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
Alright. We do not need to be here. I am doubly glad that we did not use up our Vile Elixir. That was pretty clockwork. I'm proud of him. Let's replace all of our BS. Astro wrote me. And then swap out our other stuff to be back to the way it was. So if you found any of that interesting and you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen, clicking the follow button below not only updates you when I'm around, it helps the algorithm find others who might like this too. There's also a small random chance. Let me get the music under control for a second. There's also a small random chance that I will fly out to where you are or a destination of your choosing and then boop you on the nose exactly once. And this is non-negotiable. I have to do it. It's part of the very real contract that I have with you that you signed, if you remember, as a viewer. Oh, we do not have any black mages. So away we go. I'm gonna warp out like a dog poop on the nose. Exactly. And I will say boop, or in my quote unquote factory original voice, it'll sound more like this. Boop. Like that. All right, I'm gonna warp out. Congrats to all. Thanks for the fun and excitement. Ready? We got this. We got this right now. That wasn't so bad. I honestly didn't believe that we were gonna be able to do it. To be real with you, ignore what happened. The man behind the curtain there. What happened to my very real personage that I am projecting to you. The program that I'm using does not like it when I touch my eyes. Something about it really pisses it off. But I did not think we were going to be able to do that with 5 people. I mean, I knew that my damage was going to be higher than, you know, perhaps I would have taken it granted for. But like 2 paladins too, on top of that. More survivability, sure. It was probably just like adds more security to the equation. But you know, it wasn't the normal balanced party composition. 5 people versus like basically like a pseudo H&M I mean, it wasn't really an H&M. H&Ms are way more brutal than that. Like, it's just a very spicy NM, like a notorious monster. But that's it. We have no more time to do anything else. If you like what you've seen, you haven't followed yet, it does help me out a huge amount. All hail the algorithm and Mr. Bezos. That would be his name. I'm going to find a Final Fantasy XI streamer that isn't playing Diablo 4 right now. And I'm going to send you over there. So if you could do me a massive favor and say hi to them, even if you have no intention of staying, it just makes them feel good, which makes me feel good. So I'm going to raid a Yame. It's been a while since I have.
It's time to stop!
No, I will never. Thank you so much for being here. Next stream, 7 p.m. Friday, Eastern Standard, your regional equivalent. We're probably going to be partying. We're making the mad push for 75 now. The sooner that I get to 75, the sooner I can get started on the Final Fantasy 11 Horizon 11 videos that I've been pseudo-procrastinating on. Because, you know, I'll have done the thing. I'll be as powerful as I reasonably need to be to do anything, to show anything. So yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to raid Ayame, so you should get some kind of prompt. And I will see you Friday. Thank you. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye, bye. Bye. Press the button. See ya.